Hi everyone, it's Tammy with the Frou-frou Studio and welcome back. I saw it on Pinterest Day. So today I am going to be working on a pen that was by Teresa Woods. And I'm assuming that she made these because there is no traceable other source of, other than it says uploaded by Teresa Woods. So I'm assuming that, excuse me, that these are her makes. And when I first looked at this pen, I thought I saw something different than what it really was. And so I'm going to do what I saw instead of what the actual make is. So when I looked at this photo, I saw one of these frames, which is a Tim Holtz die, with a tag inside and a tab. But if you look at it more closely, she just, like, this is the back side, and she just put a tab on top of it. And so I'm going to make it like this is a pocket that you would put, on a page and put a tag down in it with a tab. I hope that makes sense. So I went through my scrap papers because, as you know, I am trying to do some scrap busting. And I took several pieces and cut out different styles from the slide die from Tim Holtz. And, any piece that I had that was kind of cardstock material, because I think it would have to be cardstock. I don't think you could do this on regular scrapbook paper or book page. I don't think it would be sturdy enough. And so I took my thicker scrapbook papers and cut a few of these out. Most of these I think are Tim Holtz papers, but some of them were not. And then I took another die, which is in the Chapter 3 kit, and it's in the one that has the envelope, if you're looking for this one. And I cut those out to make the tag because I think that's going to be the perfect size to make the tag to go down in here. And then I took the tab die and I cut some tabs to go on top of the tags. So I cut several of those. And then I just have out some little scripty bits, and we're going to try some different things to embellish the tags to go on the inside, if I can complete a thought. I also have 3 different things that I'm going to try in the windows. I have just some plain acetate. I have some acetate that I covered with alcohol ink to give it an aged look. And I use sepia is the color that I used. And then I have some vellum. So we're going to do one each of those, I think. So first let me decide what I want to. I'm trying to think of the journals that I have going on right now. I think I'm gonna do one maybe with this. That would have helped if I would have folded that even remotely straight. This is Mente paper here. No, it's not. It's Reminisce. Well, in I think most all of these are double-sided. There may be one or two that are not. All right, so for this one, let's try the I don't like that color with that, so let's try the vellum with this one. Yeah, I like that better. So I'm gonna just cut a piece so I can put a piece of vellum down in here. And you can see I'm not measuring anything, I'm just kind of holding it up and trimming it. Okay, and I'll save that piece for another one. And I'm going to use my, excuse my reach here, my little skinny double-sided tape, because if you guys have worked with vellum, you know how persnickety it could be with glue. It wrinkles it all up. So I'm just going to put vellum around my opening here, or vellum, double-sided tape around my opening. And yes, I have my scissors upside down. I'm just grabbing it. I kept grabbing them that way, so. Alright, so let's take this off. Here. And we'll stick the vellum down. Maybe. Maybe we will. Okay. There's a little piece overhanging the top, and I'll just cut that off. Maybe. Okay, so there's our little pocket per se, and you could put several of these on a sheet if you wanted to, or on a page. You could cut several out of the same kind of paper, or coordinating papers, and put you know, several on a page. That would look real cute too. Alright, so for decorating this one, let's pick our tag we want to use inside here. I probably want something fairly neutral since I have the, like this one. So the tag will go down in here like this. Okay, so now we need a tab. What do we want for the tab? Okay, this is that same paper, but if I flip it to the other side, then we have the coordinating paper. So let's do that, and let's do some inking. I could have inked around that cutout before I put that vellum on there, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so I'm also going to, this die has like 4 little holes in the corners. I'm going to make sure those are poked out before I glue my pocket shut. And that one doesn't want to come out. And then I'm going to poke them all the way through. It only makes the 4 holes on the front side. It does not make them on the back. So I'm going to put some little bitty brads in here, so I want to make sure that they go all the way through. Alright, so I'm going to glue down this side, and that's going to make my little pocket. And I'm going to grab my tiny little brads. Give me just 1 second. I forgot to grab those before I started the video. I apologize for that. If you hear a whiny butt, that's Lily wanting her afternoon treat. You're going to have to wait, Lil, till I'm done. Okay, and we're going to put one of these tiny little brads in here and see if I can get my fingers to work to get them unfolded. That one's broken. I think I've ever seen that before. It was just the head part. It didn't have any legs on it. Well, don't worry, I won't do any more with brads on camera. I just wanted to do one to show you the option, because these things are so tiny. They are definitely fiddly when you're trying to put them in something. It's going to take me an hour just to do this part. There. If you make the legs on the back on these, if you bend them in an L shape instead of, you know, one to each side, they won't stick out the edges. And what I mean by that is, and I'm sure you can't see that very well, but if you bend them like the corner instead of, you know, one out each side, then they won't stick out. But if you don't want to do that, you can always just trim them off with your scissors, because these holes on this little die are very close to the edge. And you have to be really careful when you're putting them in, especially when the glue's wet, because your paper's wet right there and you don't want to tear through your hole. Okay, so there is that part. Put these couple back in here. All right, so now we're going to glue our tab on here, and then we'll decide what our focal point is going to be for this particular one. Do I want that, or do I want that? Do I want that? I think I want this one on the front. Try to get it in the center. And I think this tab one is also in the envelope, the one that has the envelope, if I'm not mistaken. It's chapter 3 dies. Okay, so now our tag should go down in here. And I want to make sure that it fits before we... I'm gonna have to trim it just a little, I think. Yep, just a tad. I probably wouldn't have to do that if I didn't with those threads in there. Okay, now let's try it. There we go. So now we have our little tag that goes down in there. I like that. Okay, so now we can decorate it. What do we want to put on this one? I'm thinking I want to put... Let's put... Should we put this guy on here? Girls with the car. I've got this lady girl with the flag, which I was going to put her on the outside and then put something else on the inside. She looks kind of cute, doesn't she? Okay, so let's put her on the outside. And what are we going to put on the inside? Maybe a stamp. Since she's holding a flag, I think a stamp would be good. Then I've got my little box of little teeny tiny ephemera. Maybe this stamp. It's smaller. What else? Do we want something like that to cover the whole thing and then something on top of that? Maybe that's what we want to do. Okay, let's ink those. And then put it in here. maybe put a little stamp in there. Let's put some stars there. Maybe that, just the number part of that. Excuse my reach. And I'm going to use potting soil because the letters on there are brown. There we go. Alright, so now this will go down in here. Like this. And then she'll go right there. Like that. One. Little rag here so I can get the glue seepage off a little bit. Got a little carried away with my gluing. Alright, so there's that one. Let's do one with the alcohol dyed acetate. See if I can do a better job folding this one. Probably not, but we're going to try. Okay. All right, so we're going to trim this. We don't have any hangover anywhere. So let's take our double-sided tape again. All right. I'm trying to move a little quicker on this one. I don't even think I asked you guys how you're doing. I hope everyone is doing well. I just jumped right in. I was excited to see if this was going to work. I can't get this straight. Make sure I don't have any overhang. That looks good. Okay, now can glue it shut like a pocket. And then ink around the edges. Oh, I like that with the alcohol ink on it. Gives it a pretty grungy look, doesn't it? We'll make this one a little more grungy. All right, so now we need to pick a tag to go inside of that. And I'm thinking this music paper might work. Oops, didn't get enough glue, I don't think, on that one side. I'm going to go ahead and trim that one down a little bit as well, just to be on the safe side. Okay, what kind of tab do we want on this one? Yep, that's gonna be fine, but the glue is still wet. I can feel that it's still wet, so I'm not going to try to put it down in there right now, but I think that's the right width. All right, so tab wise, we got the other side of the music paper, but I don't like that with the other paper. I'm gonna use this brown one. Or that's the back side. We'll use this one because it's actually the back side of this paper. Okay, should we use a bird on this one since we have the music paper? I think we will. We'll put the bird on there. Maybe just a little bitty label. Something like that. And then maybe we'll put a little stamp. I don't think I want factory made. Let's see if I can find my other one. definitely want something round. Well, here we go. Just a little something. Okay, so now we can put this down in here. Hopefully it's going to fit. I still have room to trim it a little bit if I need to. I think I will. Take off just a little tad more. So yeah, you may be better off just trying to cut those inside pieces than using that die cut that I used, because it seems like it's going to be just a little bit wide with the glue lines, but it's pretty darn close. So either way, you could, measure and cut them, or you could just trim a little bit off the sides. That one's really cute, isn't it? I feel like we need a label or something down there. Let's do this one. Alright, let's see how long we've been going. I feel like we've been going forever. About 45 minutes. So I think I'm going to call it quits there. You can kind of get the idea of where, what you can do with these. I think the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to just do probably this one and make it more soft, because I'm thinking this girl, and I'm going to turn it up this way, I think, because I think if I do it that way, I don't even have to make a tag. I can just put a tab on the top of that and then decorate down the side here. maybe my thought was to do something, you know, like this on the side, like that. And then what's on the back side of this? This is, back side of that's pretty much the same. I was kind of wanting, oh, I could use this one maybe. Yeah, it's got the blue. Do the tab, something like that on the photo. And then you could always write on the back of that if you wanted to. So, and then, I think I'm gonna do this again. I really like this. This was easy. Just take a piece of acetate and, you know, dab your alcohol ink on there like you do for making your old tape. And it kind of makes it look like old film. I like that. So yeah, something like that on this one. And you can tell you can use up a bunch of scraps doing this. And they make really cute little pockets. I like it. So I'm probably going to make some of these for, if you all saw the other day where this one keeps getting hung where I roughed up the edges of the slide. Where I made the little accordion journal, the little summer beachy themed one. This would be cute in that because you need small pieces. So you could very easily, I don't have that journal close by. I don't think. No, it's not within reaching distance. But you could, you know, it would fit really well in that little accordion journal that I'm working on. So I'll probably make at least one. This color would go, this kind of corally color. Make one with kind of a beach theme to go in that little accordion folder. So if I make some more before I post the video tomorrow, I will take a photo of all of them together and put at the end of this video. Otherwise, try it out, guys. Try it out. You never know until you give it a whirl. And I will see you guys back tomorrow for 50 Stack Challenge 4. So until then, everybody have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.